rock out like heavy metal. We keep spinning till we get him. He keep dissing, we gon' let him. Till we catch him, we gon' split him. Now the shit he don't remember. Had to put him on the nose. Told the boys to get in tone. Had to knock him out of shoes. Rock out like.
What is up, YouTube, man? I am back with another banger, y'all. So look, man, thank y'all for tuning in for today's video, man. I know y'all seen that title and I know y'all seen that thumbnail, but before we get into the video, man, what I'm gonna need y'all to do. I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that big red button down below. We gonna take a moment real quick. I'm gonna give y'all some time to go down and subscribe. Once you have subscribed, I need you to comment down below and say, I have subscribed. Welcome to the Famous Trey TV. All right, welcome to the Famous Trey TV channel. My name is Trayvon. Thank you for tuning in. So, if you haven't watched that video already, I did on Quan. That will be at the end of this video. So if you want to tune into that, we have a copycat. His name is Zeke. I ain't gonna say it at first, you know what I'm saying? But he copied the formula that Quan did, basically. So if you don't know what Quan did, please go check out my channel. I just did a video on that, so you can look at that video, or you can wait to the end of this video and go look at it. But without further ado, man, let's get into this video. Make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole video. Let's go.
Not his idea, his idols. Imagine this: you alone in a room with a person who's where you want to be in life, 100 steps ahead of you. For an hour straight, the person reveals the blueprint to success. Every detail, every struggle, every solution. Would you copy? The final chapter looks like peaceful mornings. Would you copy? Driveway full of cars. Would you copy? Accounts gushing money. Would you copy? Kids happy, wife stunning, family safe. Would you copy? If nobody ever knew you copied, would you copy?
Would you copy? I most definitely will. Okay.
Today's story has three main characters: our hero, the internet, and the idols. From bunk beds to five-star hotels, from beat-up Benzes to spanking new Lambos, from working in the dark to being hated in the light. Our three characters have one thing in common. They all copied.
Chapter 1, bunk beds. Go. Yeah, these videos be called
The City That Never Sleeps. That's where our story begins. Zook was born in New York, but at just 1 year old, he moved to Atlanta, Georgia.
Why do everybody move to Atlanta, Georgia, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I moved to a little town. You know what I'm saying? Why everybody moved to Atlanta, bro? Everybody. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people moved to Atlanta, bro.
Childhood was like every other black boy from the south side of Atlanta, but with a twist. Zook went to school in the heart of the city, in Midtown on 14th Street, in a super intense Islamic boarding school. He was sleeping there Monday to Friday, weekends at home, from the city to the south side, back to back. Being Muslim taught him discipline. The school was established with boys only. His job? Memorize the entire Quran, which is the Muslim Bible, in Arabic. Every single word, front to back, in straight Arabic, and all he knew back then was English. In parallel, he was also doing a normal academic English online school. After 6 years, he finished.
Ain't gonna lie, they said know the Quran from front to back. Bruh. What? That is crazy, bro. And a lot of people know how to do it, but that's crazy to me, man. But I guess if you are practicing, you ain't got no choice but to know it from front to back.
Memorizing the Quran and graduated twice at 17 years old. Two important things. Zook was in the heart of Atlanta most of his childhood, a place flooded with cars. He was seeing them every day, forging an appreciation he would unexpectedly profit from later on. Second, he's always been that one kid in class selling snacks to his comrades. He was always trying to sell something. Even in elementary school, in 4th to 5th grade, he was selling Takis and exotic candies to everyone. In boarding school, the food was so terrible, people had no choice but to buy Zook snacks. His idea was to sell
straight hustling, you feel me? Hey, he found a need, he supplied it. You know what I mean?
as many snacks as possible so he could save up to buy his first car. Well, did he? Let's find out together.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20...
Chapter 2, flashing lights, baby. Let's see what this is about.
Zook's always been doing YouTube since he was a kid. At 8 to 9 years old, he was just having fun with his little brother, filming Fortnite gameplays, random vlogs and tutorials, do-rag.
That's how it start off, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, like just chilling, just, you know what I'm saying, just having fun with it, man. That's how you do it for real. You just start off, you know what I'm saying, just recording. When did I think I started. I gotta look at, when was my first ever YouTube video, y'all? Let me see, hold on. Dang, let me see, my first ever YouTube video. I have no idea, y'all. I know, I remember, bro, my first, like, I'm gonna have to do a story time on it. But I remember like my first ever like camera I bought was the Canon M50. I still have it to this day. I'm actually using it right now, Canon M50. And then that's when I had my other camera on the floor. That's when I got the Sony ZV-1. My next camera, I want the Sony ZV-E10. But yeah, this is my first camera. I'd never sell this camera or nothing like that, just because like, man, this is my baby. I remember I went to Best Buy, cashed out. I was like, bro. But my first video ever, y'all, was 5 years ago, and I did the flower in the shower prank on my roommate at the time, and that's my best friend. And yo, that was like my first video, and I did this prank because I seen Perfect Laughs do it. Perfect Laugh. Yeah, bro, that was my first 5 years ago, bro, and it's 2026. It's 2026, so I started YouTube 5 years ago, and made my first video. Let's see the exact. I wonder if YouTube should say the exact. I wonder if they show you the exact date. I have to go and actually look at it. They just say 5 years ago. That's crazy to me, though, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Collection videos, a little bit of fashion, and a little bit of everything. Nothing too serious, but he was getting very familiar and comfortable with the platform day by day. He never knew exactly what he wanted to do on YouTube until about 2022, when he entered the car scene. Being under the radar was never Zook's mentality. He always had the flashing lights mentality, where it's all about being in front of people's faces, making them know who you are, show them what you're about, and get as much social proof as possible. Because yes, your net worth is your network. And Atlanta,
your net worth is your network. I'm gonna have to write that down, you know what I'm saying?
Is the perfect city for that. But there's a problem, and it's a big one. ATL is where a lot of scammers and a lot of trappers are located. Facts. Many of the cars in the city belong to the...
If you're from Atlanta, just imagine, why do everybody move to Atlanta, bro? That's crazy. I ain't never even been to Atlanta. I want to go visit, but everybody moved to Atlanta, bro. I don't know why.
Those were some of the ways many people knew how to get them. For them, you either had to scam or trap. It was the fastest route for them. The easiest, but the end destination could be jail. And that was not Zook's vision. But going the illegal route seemed to be the only solution. He thought to himself, well, that's until our second main character comes into play. The internet. While being in boarding school, he kept uploading videos on YouTube. On Saturdays and Sundays, he had little free times to upload. He was getting around 50 to 100 views, no comments, and no interaction. He was probably watching his own videos from another laptop. And that was the 50 views right there. The room was empty. But everything changed once he turned 15 to 16 years old. He went to a little meetup. It wasn't a big car event, but big enough to make some connections. Out there, he met a guy named Tree Body, who's locked up right now. Tree really brought him into the car content. His advice was, start recording yourself with cars and have a personality. Sounds very simple, right? It's not. Tree Body didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time. He never started until a year later, and it went up instantly. And that was enough for Zook to take YouTube more seriously. Slowly, Papizuk was being born.
Y'all see the process though? It's a process before you actually get there, bro. You go through trial and tribulation, man. You know what I mean? But in the end, it's all worth it, man, if you stay disciplined. For sure.
At 16 years old, if you had asked Zook what he'd choose between a Hellcat and a G35, he would have told you an Infinity G35. No hesitation. That's until Tree Body took him on a ride in his Hellcat. For Zook, it was like a snort of cocaine. The addiction kicked in instantly. He wanted a Hellcat. But how? Zook kept posting YouTube videos here and there, and he thought at least one of them would go viral. But even if you think your video is amazing, if the world doesn't agree, then it doesn't matter. Eventually, at 16, he got his first car, a V6 Mercedes-Benz E.
Ooh, that's an E32.
E320, not a Hellcat. At this time, he had a clothing brand that he was barely promoting, but still sold out the collections every time. How, you may ask? Hustling, word of mouth type of deals. He ended up crashing his Benz the same year, while still being in school. Depression kicked in, and he believed there was no way he was going to be able to get a Hellcat. But while he had the E320, a life-changing event happened. On a rainy night, Zook was on his way to the gas station. Arriving there, he sees a car that's very familiar to the eye. A bright green Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. Coming out of it was Quan. That's the first time they met. Zook being Zook, he asked him,
"Hey bro, how do I get a scat pack at 18?
Quan responded,
"Just stay down, twin, get your credit right, work hard, and connect with people."
Usually, when people hear valuable information, it comes in one ear and goes out the other a day later. But Zook absorbed everything Quan revealed to him, and most importantly, took action from it.
Bro, this is the new era of auto-tune.
Made me want to get this guy. You hear me?
7 months later, at 17, he got the wide-body scat pack.
Ooh, that's what you call right there, dedication right there. That's what you call elevation. Mac Muller, you know what I mean? Words from Mac Muller.
He kept uploading videos, collaborating with Tree Body a lot, and running his clothing brands. He was using the resources.
What happened to Tree Body? I don't know too much about him, but I got to do my research. Well, as of this video, he was locked up. He probably out now. I don't know what he was locked up for, but if you know, let me know down below in the comment section. I'm actually about to do some research. I'm gonna look him up after this and look at the YouTube channel because he said he was into cars too, so I need to go check him out.
He had with information they had. At 18, he got rid of his scat pack for an SRT Jeep, which wasn't a normal car for his age. He was noticed a lot and made a lot of friends. The Jeep was and wasn't a good purchase because for some reason, the engine kept blowing up on him. The first time it blew, he didn't have warranty, so that was $10,000 out of his pocket. But he fixed it up, and it blew up again. Time to forget the Jeep. Zook calls his brother.
"I got $50,000 cash. Let me get your CTSV."
The plan was he was going to do a bunch of content with it, and the CTSV would be the break-free moment. It's gonna be his biggest investment.
That boy fired, I ain't gonna lie.
So far, and he's finally gonna be recognized everywhere. Yeah, Hollywood, paparazzis, I'm coming for that life. Well, when you think it has to go, it doesn't mean it goes. People didn't care about the CTSV like he thought they would have, because it's a Hellcat with a suit on. Zook's breaking down right now. He's making a ton of videos with the caddy, but nothing goes up. Still making money on the back end, yes, but he wanted to go viral. He knew money would quadruple if he did. He sold the CTS-V for $68,000, making $18K in profit. Couple
ain't bad though, you know what I mean? He sold it in $18K profit.
weeks pass by, and he goes to the dealership with his brother to cash out on a Lamborghini Urus and Dodge SRT Demon.
Them Urus, if you get a Lamborghini Urus, I call them lamb chops. Them boys fire automatically. You going up, no cap. I swear that's like the car glitch.
And it all went up from there. Zook posts the videos everywhere, and views skyrocketed, turning up with hella bags of cash in a dealership at 18 years old to buy 2 expensive cars is no regular behavior.
Crazy. Hey, everybody got their time.
People started to hate, thinking it was fake. That's until they saw Zook doing videos with the Urus over and over again. The ball was rolling. Money was flowing. Cars were working. Everything goes as planned until it doesn't.
Hellcat. Man, them Hellcats, people be trying to steal them and everything. You need to kill switches. No cap. Chapter 4.
3 weeks after that
man,
first...
I just wanna, if y'all still here, man, thank you, man. Stay tuned throughout this video, man. So far, it's so good. And basically, man, it's just showing us, you know what I mean, how he started from how he is now. And it's crazy that he seen Quan come out the car and he soaked up that knowledge and just kept on pushing. Like I said, words from Mac with dedication and elevation, as you see, folks. Ain't gonna count.
Viral moment. Papizuk finally bought his Hellcat for a good price. So, at this point, he has a CTS-V.
Hold on, he's got Zeke on that boy. Hold on, let me go back down.
Bought his Hellcat for a good price. So, at
that's nasty. No cap, that's nasty.
this point, he has a CTS-V, Urus, and Hellcat, all 3 in the same month at 18 years old. Now, here's the it. Zook had all these cars, but no place to park them. So he had no choice but to park the Hellcat outside. That same night, he bought and installed a kill switch and tracker for protection, knowing how things can go south in Atlanta. Even with that...
Smart man. But even with those, they still be taking them and they still be gone. But you can track them down, though, because you got that tracker in there, so you can go find out who took it.
The Hellcat got stolen 2 days later. War was declared. He woke up, checked the tracker, and called his brother to go get it back. Truth be told, they arrived at the destination, loaded up the Hellcat with the CTS-V, and a whole shootout. Somehow, Zook got his car back the same day. However, we won't go over any details. Of course, this whole situation went viral. After the storm, Zook called Quan and pulled up on him. Quan told him,
"It's just a car, twin. It's not worth a life."
So he calmed him down. When the Hellcat was done being fixed, he had to wrap it now.
Ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's all fun and games, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? But for real, it ain't worth it. It's just a car, man. Ain't gonna lie. Report it stolen, whatever you gotta do. Call the police, do it the correct way. So that way you got a paper trail and everything like that. So that way, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do nothing stupid. And, you know what I mean? Risk, because now you got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you probably didn't. But now, you got a lot to lose, so you got to think smarter.
He was chopping up with Quan, asking him, what does he think would go crazy? Quan showed him the rap he was going to do on his. And when Zook saw it, he thought to do the same, but purple on his. To be like peanut butter and jelly. Of course, Zook was anticipating the wave of hate, but Quan... Of course, Zook was anticipating...
PB&J, that's cold.
...the wave of hate, but Quan reassured him and told him,
"Hey, my little twin, there's not one person in this world with motion that's gonna hate on you. Ever."
The PB&J combo went viral on the internet right away.
If you get stuck on the melody, or if you just feel like you can't get a song started, Output's co-producer is very dope. They make it much easier.
After this jelly situation, Zook ended up cashing out on a Trackhawk, all black, 1,000 horsepower.
I love SUVs. Like, I'm not, man, SUVs, love them.
When he got it from the dealership, it had a check engine light on, but Zook was in such a rush that he didn't care. He needed it instantly. Of course, you know the rest. More money, more problems. His latest purchase was a BMW X4 M40i, and he's super happy with it. But as much as I'd like to say the danger was out the way, when you ball so young in public, the danger is never going away. Zook and his YouTuber friends decided to rent an Airbnb. The result, X7 Hellcats, a Trackhawk, and his SRT Jeep that got repaired with his little brother in it. Zook was driving his Hellcat. The people that were there around the Airbnb didn't like their presence at all. On their way to leave, they were literally shooting at them. The SRT Jeep got shot as well as his little brother.
Bruh, why do people do dumb stuff, bro? That's like, what, you gonna shoot at them? People be hating, bro. That's why you gotta be careful and keep that on you, because protect yourself at all times, bro. Because people out here, they be hating, they be jealous, envy, and you don't even see it sometimes. But stuff like this is crazy, bro. Like, people be so jealous, bro. They try to kill you for what? Because you jealous? Bro, it's never that deep. I don't think it's never that serious, bro.
But thank goodness his little brother made it out okay.
That's good.
Hey, I took a risk and got rich off my paper. Ordered that jet, I'll go back to LA. Jesus and codeine, I land out of space. Set it on fire, the block harder than me.
Papizuk's current car collection includes his Lamborghini Urus, Jelly Charger Hellcat, Jeep Trackhawk, and BMW X4 M40i. His dream garage, however, looks like this: Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, which he already owns, Lamborghini Urus, that's on deck too, Mercedes AMG GT 63S Bravus, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, and of course, Bugatti Chiron. Dream for the stars, so you can at least reach the sky. Future plans for Zook is to travel more and expand his horizons, continue to get inspired and do better than his inspirations, keep investing in his friends' businesses, and more than anything, keep buying cars and achieving a thrilling lifestyle, and reach levels no one's ever reached around him. Bigger than big, growing his contact list too. Hanging out or speaking with like-minded people would make you like-minded. If you stay around billionaires, it won't take you long to become one too. You become one with your environment. As humans, we adapt and get inspired. The shoes, shirts, or pants you're wearing right now were created by a company that got inspired by another company to design the textile. Your car outside has been created with materials from another entity. McDonald's copied Burger King and Chick-fil-A multiple times for their burgers, and they're still #1. Since you've been a child, you've copied your parents' way of thinking and values. Your crush in high school, well, she copied her favorite runway model's outfit. The device you're watching this video on right now is a copy of a previous version, but slightly improved. My point is that everything is a copy of a copy. Zook right here just gets inspired. So, in the end, who copied?
Copied who? It's never in the cycle. Y'all really gotta think of that. Like, that's some gems, bro. Why not copy the next person that's already making millions if the formula works? If it worked.
Like, a lot of people see the hate. Like, a lot of people hate on me, but I look at that as motivation, because there was a point in time when I was posting YouTube videos and nobody was watching. Like, no, I didn't even get hate. I wasn't even, I wish somebody would comment. So even if somebody were to comment, hey, I'm like, okay, cool, somebody actually see my video. So I would say, don't look at people hating on you. Just be grateful that they're able to hate on you, because there's no one ever, there's no human that's gonna hate on you that's doing better than you. So if somebody's hating on you, you're definitely doing better than them. So I would say that keeps me going to the hate. Like, I put that as positivity. Have a game plan and stick to it. Write down the game plan. Make sure it has to make sense. Write it down and stick to it, because whatever you write down, it's gonna happen for sure.
Please call back.
Hey, man, that's your boy Zook, man. Fire, ain't gonna lie. That, man, like I said, man, this right here, I love reacting to these videos and watching these, man, because like it's so motivational, and like it's like reassurance though as well, you know what I'm saying? And I tell y'all all the time, every time y'all up on my channel, man, and y'all watching me, I tell y'all all the time, man, start that channel. Whatever you do, start that business, whatever you into, man, don't let your 9 to 5 break you. chase your dreams, whatever it is. Like, it's a new year. Leave the old habits in 2025 and try to grow and prosper. And small baby steps is better than running in the same place. Baby steps. Baby steps is better than running in the same place. You feel me? Motion is better than no motion. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that is it for today's video. But, y'all, I got another video for y'all. It's going to be right here. Quan. If y'all want to look at what Quan did, Papizuk, however you want to say his name, or Zook, copied Quan. And then Quan, this video right here, gonna show you Quan's story. So I'm gonna catch you over there in this video, man. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what was the best part about this video for you. And then let me know like about the cars, like which cars did you like, what cars you don't like, what kind of cars you interested in and things like that. And if you into fashion too, he had like a business, like a clothing brand and stuff like that. So let me know if you're into like fashion and whatever. And also all my social media links will be down below. So if you want to connect, please just hit me up, Instagram, via Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. And we can link like that, communicate. But without further ado, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Famous TV, we go.
Rock out like heavy metal. We keep spinning till we get him. He keep dissing, we gon' let him. Till we catch him, we gon' split him. Now the shit he don't remember. Had to put him on the nose. Told the boys to get in tone. Had to knock him out his shoes. Rock out.